Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and this is the Nubia Red Magic Mars, which was introduced internationally recently and is going to be available soon in the United States as well for about $399, which is a pretty great price for a phone with these specifications. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor, up 6 gigs and 64 gigs of RAM and storage on the entry-level model, available with all the way up to 10 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage on higher-priced versions, 3,800 milliamp hour battery, and a 6-inch Full HD display, 2160 by 1080, so it's a 18 by 9 or 2.1 display. But while those would be pretty decent specs for a $400 phone in the first place, there's a couple of other things that make this interesting. One is, if you take a look at the back, you've got a sort of geeky design here with a LED light bar and sort of computer chippy, design. And part of the reason for that is that this is a gaming smartphone. And what that means is, if you flip a little switch here, it sort of enables this game setting area where you've got options like Aurora Band, which will actually change that bar so that it glows in a bunch of different colors, which is mostly just for the visual effect. But then there's also an option for high performance mode, and I'll show you when you turn that on. It says enabling this function will improve performance rapidly, which may increase power consumption and fever. So there was a little bit of a translation error there, I think, but essentially what it's saying is that your phone might run a little hot, but in high performance it's going to not throttle the CPU necessarily quite as much. So we've got this sort of performance mode which you can enable with the flip of a switch. I try not to break this phone here. On the other side, there's also these sort of trigger buttons. They're not physical buttons. You can't really feel anything there, and I'm not sure how well you can see them in this video, but there's little, well, you can sort of feel it. You can sort of feel a small indent there, and the idea is that if you're holding this while gaming, you can press that area for certain gaming functions. So overall, it's a nice looking little phone that's got decent specifications and is designed specifically for gaming. And when I say nice looking, I think this back bar is not necessarily going to be a design that everybody's going to love, but I think if you don't mind having a geeky phone, it's kind of a neat thing to have. And if you do, I suppose you could probably cover it up with a case or something if you just wanted the phone for the specifications as opposed to the gaming-centric features. So it also has liquid cooling technology inside, according to the company, and it's got a fairly compact design and not a notch style design. So we've got the top and bottom bezels that exist, and front and rear camera as well. So that's a quick look at the Red Magic Mars from Nubia, which will be available in the United States pretty soon.